Yeah. Hello? What? You want me to make an intro out of this? This shit's boring. How am I supposed to make saving interesting? Yes, I value the lives of my children. Yes, alright, whatever. Let me cook.
The city streets are crowded for the holiday, even with the rain. Hidden in the chaos is the element, waiting to strike like snakes. But I'm there too, watching.
I've got you in my sights.
Yup, we're doing this. In this series, I want to highlight aspects of pro players that don't show up on the stat sheet, but help elevate them to the next level. And although Jame and Virtus Pro have seemingly fell off a cliff after their major win in Rio, they have slowly been making a major comeback, especially with their performance at the Thunderpick World Championship 2023. Jame is a player who, although not flashy mechanically, has one of the most unique playstyles, that of being a penny-pinching miser to rival Ebenezer Scrooge. While there is a lot to be learned from when Jame chooses to save and how to minimize your death count, that would be a pretty boring video, so I'm going to be talking more generally about his extremely passive playstyle. This is evident on his CT side where he will almost never peek fountains, but will often play bathrooms, biding his time and searching for information. If he can't find anything, he'll back up onto site and jump spot multiple times until he finds an opportunity for a peek or needs to rotate. Take round 17 for example. Jame is going to push through bathrooms and bot out in the corner. Joking aside, he's actually hearing for any noise coming from ladder or playground, and when his teammate gets the kill onto a player ramp, he backs up to set up a flash and gets ready to throw a smoke to help his teammate. But his teammate also chooses to back up, causing Jame to put away his smoke for a second, so that his teammate can confirm the T's are pushing fountain rather than long. After his teammates do spot the fountain's push, then Jame throws the smoke. As a result, the CTs decide to cash out on getting 2 picks, so Jame and his teammate back up all the way to A site, and Jame jump spots and posts up for A short, where they repeat the same process for A long. Now, this may seem like a really uninteresting playstyle, but don't worry, it's like this for all of the rounds. But obviously, Jame wouldn't be a major MVP if this playstyle didn't work. Only choosing to take engagements when he is absolutely sure of his chances allows him to at least find an opportunity to shine, even in the most dire of situations. Take this force buy round for example. Normally, most players would play with the CZ much more aggressively to capitalize on his mag dump capabilities. But what Jame does is that he doesn't necessarily look for kills, he looks for favorable engagements. So we're going to see him continue to jump peek a million times, but as soon as he finds info long, he doesn't try to get close or position himself to optimize the CZ's short range, but rather pushes into A short to catch any stragglers. When he eventually finds nothing, he contemplates flanking long before seeing his teammate coming out of connector. After thinking about his approach and trying to match his teammate's timing, Jame goes back through A short to find the M4A1S, where after a bit of poking and prodding, he manages to kill both T's when his teammate fakes the defuse. While this was a great play by Jame, it does require baiting your A site players as the T's approach long, and it wouldn't be that unreasonable to say that Jame partakes in a lot of baiting. Most of the time, it's justifiable. Such as in this round where after switching guns with his teammate, Jame is going to play support for the B site execute, where a great flash and spray down by the T's completely halts the push, leaving Jame as the last one left. Other times, it's less so, such as this round where Jame has a P250 ready to join in with his teammates in the push where he decides to flank watch? I honestly cannot tell you what the plan was here. But usually, in most of these rounds, Jame will hold for an aggressive angle, but then try to find ways that he can set up his teammates with grenades, before going on a long journey where he eventually dies to a CT who was unaccounted for. However, this slow and intentional playstyle does not always equate to baiting. Although it's much easier to find favorable positions when your teammate give up their life for information, it's not as though Jame is completely unwilling to entry. In this round, after the T's fake presence towards A, they make their way onto B. With no utility thrown, Jame entries. He doesn't make it very far, but at least there was an attempt. But it's these traits that allow Jame to be an incredibly clutch player when he decides to go for them. In this round, he is left in a 1v2 against T's who have last shown presence in tracks. Knowing they have less than 40 seconds left in the round, Jame jumps down with his CZ and hides, waiting for the T's to come. The patient man is rewarded when the T's don't decide to check for Jame on site, and he is able to get the bomb planter and then his teammate right after with the CZ. Or this round, where his teammate dies in the underpass area, leading Jame to suspect that the T would push him heaven as the bomb is on site and there's less than 30 seconds in the round. This leads him to silently jump down heaven and wait for the T where he got it. But sometimes raw mechanics just prevail. Jame honestly has some of the best crosshair placement in the world, but it's often overshadowed by his op and the meme culture surrounding him. Or honestly it's because of plays like this. Like, where's Jame aiming? And I wish I was as smart as him because apparently he was pre-aiming for the gun of the CT that he was going to kill so that he could shoot it at his teammate. Man literally sees the future and we're too stupid to recognize it. I genuinely could not give you a reasonable explanation for this. But honestly, even in the highest of highs or the lowest of lows, Jame is always level-headed, playing the same way he would regardless of his emotions, and that's a lot better than most of us could say. So even when it looks like Jame is just botting out or putting us to sleep with all of his jump peaks, know that he is actively searching for information and areas that he could exploit. Or just looking for another opportunity to save. That's also up there.
2-1, we are going to overtime.
Fuck, so they do recover the situation.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I'll see you guys very soon.